All right. And through the power of being too lazy to film any of the work I did, the sled is now out of the shop, moving under its own power, which is about all we can ask of it, I suppose. This is my 76 Olympique with the 377 in it. And just in time for spring, in time for the snow to start going away, we have a new track, new slides, new bearings, new idlers, new shock. That's all new under there. What else we do with this thing? We put a new exhaust system on it. Well, we basically did an updated version of the system that I put on it earlier. The motor seems happier with this one. Same basic idea. But what I did was I wound up cutting the bell mouth off the original exhaust and then grinding it down to the right size so I could fit this adapter on here. This goes from it's basically a 2-inch pipe coming out of the Y pipe, and then it goes up to a 3-inch mandrel bend, tight turn radius, 90-degree elbow, and then into a 3-inch glass pack, which basically does nothing, and then down through the tailpipe down there with another baffle in it, which again does nothing. The sled is unbelievably loud. It's too loud. Well, I don't know about too loud, but it's pretty loud. Maybe a little louder than it ought to be. Definitely louder than it needs to be, so it should be fine. What else did I do to this? Not much. I kind of had to redo the seat. Not very well. It still got the 89 Safari taillight on it. All the lights work on this. Everything works. Even the 2 speedometer lights, they all work on it. High beam, low beam, everything. I did have to play some games with the belt. Now, it did get a little interesting and expensive ordering belts and then sending them back. And what I wound up with that seems to work, I just went through my belt stash. This one seems to work pretty well. I guess the numbers aren't lined up with, no, okay. It's an old Polaris belt. Now, this one, I'll get the numbers off it and maybe put it in the description in case anybody else needs to know what it is. It seems to work pretty well. But it's old, so I'm not really trusting of it. Probably keep it as a spare. So I just get the numbers off it and hopefully be able to find a replacement for it. But anyway, at this point, it's punch list time. So what do we got? Well, the fuel pump, I'm getting a lot of air in through here. It's coming in through here. Not sure how it's getting in, but it's pulling a lot of air in through that connection right there. I think that fuel pump might need to be replaced. It's still a rope start right now. I might just leave it. But it would be nice to put a recoil on it. This muffler does get hot. These bands do get pretty hot. So when you want to wrap that on there, you tend to burn your hand a little bit. So if I shut it off, I just have to open the hood and let it cool off for 10 or 15 minutes before I can try starting it again. So maybe recoil, maybe not. I guess we'll see about that. Of course, we're going to try and find a replacement belt. I want to put a new fan belt on it. Now, this one isn't bad, but, it's been on there since I've had the engine, so it probably be a good idea to replace it. I would also like to put a new bearing in the cooling fan. And if I do anything with, putting the recoil in it, I may have to raise the exhaust up a little bit more to make some room for it. So I may have to trim this. We'll see. I think I already have a broken one. I might just use that. And sort of options that I'm thinking. Maybe a toolbox right in here. Got a couple that I might be able to use. Might be able to fit something in there. Also, I want to put a speedometer on it. The speedometer drive is here. There's no key in there right now. So I'd have to take that off, put a key in it. I do have a cable I can put on it, so we can get the speedometer working. But that will be the stuff that we do on the off season. I probably will also need to tune the clutch. This one, I think that's a TRX clutch, is what that is. I think, and it seems to work all right. But I think it could probably use some tuning. So anyway, we'll fire this thing up. We've already got the rope wrapped on it. Let's see what she sounds like. putting that little exhaust diverter underneath there, with sort of ancient underneath. I thought that would quiet it down. I think it actually makes it louder. I think the exhaust noise bounces back up under the hood. It just resonates under the hood and makes it louder. Let's spin around the yard here. This is going to be one-handed, so get ready for some crazy camera angle. Here we go. You can't break into new track without riding it on some fairground. God, the neighbors hate this thing. All right, that'll be good enough for now. So, anyway, there it is. It's out of the shop. It starts, it runs, it moves, it stops, it shuts off. That's all that we can ask for it, I suppose, right? Anyway, so looking forward to next season. A couple things to take care of. Hopefully we'll be on the trails with this next year. That'll be next year. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.